I'd bark in, Abacanesia who? I hate you!
Hello, pile number one. Welcome to Hollywood Oracle. I'm Antonio, your reader, and let's get into this. So we have who is spying on your social media. Okay, so we have the confront card. Okay. Right away, I'm just getting like this person, whoever it is, right? This person doesn't want to confront you, right? I feel like they're spying for an intentional reason, right? Hopefully the reading will give us some more information on as to why that is. But it's more or less like they want to know things about you without actually asking you, right? So it's almost like they just want to have things to talk about, but they don't necessarily want to ask you outright about them, okay? With the first card here, we have sharing, and that's in the reverse. Okay, so I feel like this person, how you'll know this person is like, this person doesn't really share with you. And when I'm saying sharing, I feel like it's more or less like they don't share their wealth with you, confirmation. I'm like burping up a storm here. They don't share their wealth with you, and they don't share their time with you. Okay, so this could be someone who just never gave a lot to you, but they gave a lot to other people. Okay, with the Guardian card following that, unfortunately, what I'm getting is this is a parent, someone who looked after you. If it's not your, legal parent, or it's like a very, very close friend, right? Like someone you considered family. Okay. I'm getting with the crumbs card, yeah, which would kind of backs up confirmation, that sharing card, which is just saying like, yeah, this person always gave you crumbs. You can see a little mouse there. This person always gave you crumbs. And you could have been like the kind of person who was, very giving to this person, kind of like over exceeded what they needed, right? Always made sure they had something that they needed, or, if they, family events, they always had the drink that they liked or the food that they liked, or something of that sort, right? But it's like whenever it was time for this person to give back to you, it was like the bare minimum, right? It was like they pretty much didn't try. Okay, and that's why we have this sharing card in the reverse anyways. And then we have facts here. Facts in the upright. So I feel like Spirit Guide, this is more of a Spirit Guide universe, just saying like this person is opposed to actual facts. So it's like if you were to confront this person, right, with the confront card, if you were to confront this person with the actual facts of things, they would deny it all, right? Like they wouldn't accept that as being truth. If you could actually say, this is what actually happened, this is how you treat me, here's some factual things to back it up, XYZ, yeah, they wouldn't want to get into this kind of conversation with you because they know it to be true. Right? They know it to be true, and that's why they don't want to have any confrontation with you. This is why they're actually spying on you as opposed to just asking you, right? Because when you're close to somebody, right? When you're close and you're, how do I explain this? When you're really close to somebody, you call them out on their shit, right? You can say, hey, you were doing X, Y, Z. I saw you do this. That wasn't cool, blah, 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 right? You can have those conversations with someone when you're speaking about facts, right? But this is someone who doesn't want to, they know the facts. They just don't want to talk about it. And this is why they're spying on you. You don't have to spy on somebody if you're close with them, right? Then we have the loner card. So this person, whoever they are, they're a loner, okay? I feel like two things. I feel like they're a loner, right? Where it's like they don't really have many people in their circle, or they prefer to be alone, or this is you being a loner, like this has kind of caused you to be a loner as a result of how this person has treated you, especially if it's a parent. Because, when a parent kind of ousts you, right, you're forced to be alone. You're forced to grow up and do majority of things by yourself. So this is kind of what this person is seeing, right, is that you're a loner. And look, we have the literal evidence card in the reverse, which is just stating like yeah, I feel like they know they are part of the reason that this is so, right? But they refuse to acknowledge the evidence, right? Facts. Again, it's just evidence, just another word of saying facts, right? Like the evidence of the facts that they are part of the reason that caused this, right? They caused you kind of turning into this kind of loner, kind of hermit kind of person, right? Because of the way that they either raised you or because of the way that they treated you. Okay, because I feel like whoever it is that's spying on you is somebody that was very close to you, right? Or at least somebody you held very closely to your heart. And then we have the mask card here in the upright. Yeah, this person hides behind a mask. They hide behind this kind of persona, like they care so much about you. Now, if it's a parent, I'm not saying that most people have to deal with their parents, but some people still do deal with their parents regardless of their parents' actions towards them, right? Where it's just like, well, they're my parent. They're always going to be my mom. They're always going to be my dad. And you just kind of put up with them until they pass, right? But there are people who do, exile their parents, right, from their lives. But I just feel like this person is still a part of your life, and they kind of wear this mask of like they really care for you and they care about everything that happens to you, but more or less it's still in a crumbs type of manner where it's like, yeah, I care about you, but you come after everyone else, right? You come after everything else. Okay. So it's like, if you were to call me, yeah, I'll hear you out because you're my son or child, but if you need me to come over or do something for you, I got other things to do. I got, it's one of these kind of things. Overwhelmed here in the reverse. Yeah, this person doesn't want to be and this is why this person's spying on you. They don't want to be overwhelmed with you in general, right? They don't want to be overwhelmed with you asking them about anything. They definitely don't want to be overwhelmed by the fact of that they haven't really been a part of your life or a very contributing part of your life with the crumbs that they've been giving you, right? So it's like, instead of actually just coming forward and asking you about the things that they're actually concerned about, or checking up on you, and this is a parent, right? This could be them checking up on you because they were, they had an avoidant type of parenting style where they just didn't really check in on you or call you much, so instead they spy on your social media. But they know if they were to come and ask you just directly, it would be very overwhelming because they might have to deal with the facts, and you probably have evidence, right, that they were the way that they are. Okay, we have the scared card here, right? This is how this person is. They're scared. Okay, and look, I'm telling you, this has got to be a parent. We have the scare card here because look, we have the child card here in the reverse. Okay, so your childhood wasn't pleasant. If this is a parent, okay, if it is something of a friendship, this could be like a friend that you were very close with when you were a child, right? And you two are no longer close. But I'm really getting parent here. And why are they scared? I feel like they realize how they treated you, and it could be, confirmation. Every time I'm trying to spit this out, it could be because now at this point in life, right, you have your own children, okay? And because of how they treated you growing up, or because of how they were in your life, you now don't allow your children to be around them as much. Okay? Let me say that again. You now don't allow your children to interact with this person or these people, right, as much, because you know how they treated you, and you don't want that to happen to your children. And this has them scared, right? Because they want to be a part of, it's almost like wanting to be, the cool grandparent, but they can't be because you close your children off to this person. Okay? And if this is a friend, you just close yourself off. Look, you can still be friends and still realize that the friend that you have isn't, what's the word? Isn't capable of showing positive attributes around your children, right? So it's like you have that one friend that's like, oh yeah, you can come by, hang out, whatever. And then you have those friends that you go out with. You don't bring them to the house, you know. You know what I mean? This is kind of what I'm feeling like. That friend where you're like, I'll meet you at the car, okay? Like, don't come to the door. And then we have the confront card again in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like this person who's spying on you, again, me personally, I feel like it's a parent or a guardian of some sort. Yeah, they don't want to confront you because they know exactly what you're doing based off of your childhood, right? They know that you're not allowing them to have the access to your children, you know, that they wish that they could have, right? But they're not going to confront you on it because we would bring up, you know, the facts and the evidence, and it would again be overwhelming, and they don't want that. That's why we have this overwhelming card in the reverse, right? They don't want their lives to be too much drama or dramatic, you know. Then we have, and it just ends, just ends with that spying card. Okay, so they're just going to stay in this kind of spying role. They're never going to actually come out and talk to you about like feelings and talk to you about like what happened and why they were the way they were and why they could possibly still be the way that they are, right? We have the bottom of the deck card here, which is protection in the reverse. Okay, so yeah, I feel like this person wasn't very protective of you or your relationship with them. Okay, a lot of things could have happened to you that could have been avoided had they have played a larger part in your life. And this is kind of, again, while I'm getting some type of adult or guardian. You can see the guardian card, which is in the same row as the children card, which is in the same row as the protection card, right? What is an adult or a parent supposed to do, right? They're supposed to look out for their children. They're supposed to make sure, you know, they protect them from any harm possible. And I kind of feel like that's not what happened here, right? If anything, this parent caused more harm, caused more trauma than what needed to happen, right? This parent could still be in a they call it like a Peter Pan syndrome, where it's like they still have, you know, they're grown, but they act like a child, right? Maybe mentality wise, or it's like they still have very childhood tendencies when it comes to handling certain situations. Okay. Some advice cards here from Spirit Guide Universe, whatever it is you believe in. We have the you're protected in the reverse. Yeah, Spirit Guide Universe is saying, look, keep your distance, because I feel like this is just them saying, like, look, we can definitely throw karma. We can definitely handle things on our side of the road, right? But we can't in the 3D world. So if you allow yourself to be open with this person, then we can't protect you, right? That's all on you. Okay? Take a risk is your next card, and that's in the reverse too. So again, Spirit Guide Universe is saying, don't take that risk. I feel like Spirit Guide Universe, your ancestors, right? They're telling you you're doing the right thing, right? By not taking the risk, by not following, you know, maybe wanting that type of relationship to be stronger, right? And especially with it being right next to the children card, I feel like Spirit Guide Universe is saying definitely don't take a risk with your child, right? Because they're not going to treat your child any better than the way that they treated you. With the be about your, right? And that's in the upright. Spirit Guide Universe is, just saying be about your shit, and that's in the row of the crumbs, mask, and confront. So I just feel like Spirit Guide Universe is saying, like, just be upfront, right? Don't lie to yourself about certain situations. Don't make excuses for this person, whoever they are to you. You know, just be about it. If you stand on firm morals on how you want to do things differently with your children, how you want to, you know, end, like, what do they call those? Like family curses, we'll just say, right? If you want to end like family ways of being, Spirit Guide Universe is saying be about your shit, right? Like, get it together, you know, so that you can end these cycles that the family has gone through, that have been passed down from family to family to family, because it is something that has been taught, right? You can unteach that. You can change the direction of how the family culture or tradition is going, right? Move your ace, okay? And that's in the reverse as well. Spirit Guide Universe is saying, yeah, I just feel like Spirit Guide Universe is saying, like, if you don't have to interact with this person, don't interact with this person. I can fully understand if it's a parent and it's like you interact with them because they're your parent and you love them and X, Y, Z. But I just feel like Spirit Guide Universe is just saying, like, don't move quickly on anything this person approaches you with as far as like events or situations or anything like that. And then look, we have the card with just the three dots with major pain just staring. Yeah, I feel like Spirit Guide Universe is just saying, like, you're not doing anything wrong here. Allow this person to just stay in the background, do what they need to do as far as spying and X, Y, Z. I always say, like, if you care enough, you'll make time, right? That's the way I view it. If you care enough, you'll make time. So if this person isn't making the time to reach out to you, have these conversations, making the time to spend with your children and X, Y, Z, then don't go begging for it, right? Because you'll end up disappointed. Anyways, this has been your reading, pile number 1. Thank you for tuning in to Hollywood Oracle, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Hold still! Can I use your finger for a second?
Hello, pile number 2. Let's get into this after I just shuffled out all your cards here. I'm Antonio. This is Hollywood Oracle. Well, let me restart that. Hello, and welcome to Hollywood Oracle. I'm Antonio, your reader, and let's get into this. Anyways, we have the advice card here, right? If you chose pile number 2. Okay, so as I'm flipping out these cards, the first floor flew out immediately, right? And I'm like, boom, this is an X, okay? This is either an ex or an ex-friend that you're very close with. We have the advice card here in the reverse. This person was listening to some bad advice, okay? I feel like they were given bad advice, they took bad advice, and they ran with it, okay? I feel like this could have been like a third-party situation. Could have been. Not saying it is. Not saying it is for everyone. But it could have been. And why I say that is because I feel like this person took advice, right? And they saw a different path, right? We have the Destiny card followed by the advice card. And with the Destiny card, I feel like this person took a different... Oh, excuse me. That was... excuse me. That was a large burp. Took a different path, right? Because they wanted something more than what you were giving them, right? I'm not saying that you weren't enough, pile number 2. What I'm saying is what this person wanted was more of monetary gain, right? Like materialism kind of things, okay? So it's like you were enough based on who you are and looks, right? But you probably didn't have the pockets that you might have now, right? So this person took some bad advice, went towards another person or in a different direction, right? Maybe even just separated from you so they were single to pursue somebody of a caliber that, that you just weren't on currently at that time. What happened is this person ended up looking like a fool. This is the person who's stalking you or spying on you, right? They look like a fool now, right? Boo-boo the fool. And why we say, and look, it's reiterated with the value card, right? Like this is what they were chasing. Okay, they were chasing value. They were chasing, and you can see the coins are like gold. So what came to mind here was like fool's gold, right? Where it's almost like how some people, like how they say on social media, right? You can perceive yourself to be anyone you want on social media. So I can make it look like by taking, 1,000 pictures when I go on one vacation and then dropping those pictures periodically throughout the year to make it look like I've been traveling all year, right? Fool's gold. You assume that I have the money to be doing all this traveling when I only went on one vacation, okay? Then we have the materialism card here in the reverse. Yeah, this is what this person found out. They found out that whoever they were chasing, whatever they were chasing, wasn't going to work out. This person didn't have whatever they were perceived to actually have. Okay, so this is the person who's spying on you. And again, this is why I feel like it's an ex or a friend or something like that that may have turned on you. Okay, they're dealing with the facts now. Okay, they're dealing with the fact of reality and what it is right now. This person now realizes, that like, okay, I've made a mistake. Okay, and I have to deal. I feel like this person has to deal with it kind of like themselves, right? Because they can't really discuss. I mean, how do you discuss that, right? Maybe it's just me. Okay, maybe it's just me. But how do you discuss that with somebody or just other people in general? Maybe women are different. I can't speak for women. Okay, I'm not saying that all of you are unloyal or anything. I'm just saying, like, how do you discuss with another person that, like, okay, yeah, I left this person to go chase this other person for materialism, for monetary value, I don't know. But somehow, for some way or reason, they're dealing with the facts. And they could just be by themselves, right? They could just be sitting at home, cuddled up in a blanket by themselves, watching Netflix series, okay? This is how they're dealing with the facts. And, them dealing with the facts was realizing, like, what they did was bullshit, okay? Bullshit. Okay? It was some shit, okay? And then we have the ego card, right? Which is in the same row, okay, as the value card. So yeah, it's like this person wanted to like boost their ego. Like, I feel like this person already had an ego, okay? Like their ego was up here, right? And they saw somebody with money, right? And they're like, or how to explain this? Their ego was already up here. It's just their monetary value, their money was not up here. So that's what they found somebody who was interested in them, who perceived to have money that was up here. And that person could have really had money, but they just weren't open to sharing it with this person, whatever the case is. So they left, you to go chase that person with value. Okay. So it's like they were acting out of their ego instead of actually like their true self, right? Their true form. We have the boundaries card in the upright. Okay. And now what has happened is like boundaries have been formed between you and this person, right? You've put up boundaries, they've put up boundaries. Sometimes when this situation kind of occurs, the person who left the other person will block that person, right? Even though they didn't do anything wrong, right? It's just they don't want to deal with the repercussions of what they did, right? So either situation could apply here. Either you put up boundaries or they put up boundaries, right, to kind of block these conversations. Now what's happening, right? Fast forward a little bit. We have the invite card, okay? We have the invite card. The invite card tells me that this person now wants to reconnect with you. They want to get back in touch with you. They want to form some type of relationship with you, whether it's actually getting back into a relationship or it's just forming some type of friendship that could work its way into a relationship. Okay. Because this person is dealing, again, in the same row as the facts card here, right? This person is dealing with the facts now that they've made a mistake. What they thought was their destiny was not so. Okay, and they're sitting there, okay, looking like the fool. So, of course now, yeah, they want to send you an invite. They want to come back and see. We have the nourish card, though, here in the reverse. So they want to send you an invite. They want to get back together, but they feel like currently right now they're not pouring energy into this, okay? Currently right now they're not pouring energy into this, and they don't think that you would either, okay? They feel like, you would definitely give them the cold shoulder. We have the haste card right below that, though, with the stamp package that says heck of a rush. Yeah, because how they would want it to happen, right, is they would want to come in quickly, right, restart that relationship with you without having to answer to any of this that has gone on, right? Any of this that has already happened. And with this bottom card here, they know that that's not the case. Okay. Wrongo. So they know that if they come in, they're going to have to answer for everything that they did. Why they put up boundaries towards you when you didn't do anything wrong. Why they chase materialism. Okay. Why, they're going to have to answer these questions. And maybe you don't even know that's what they were chasing. Maybe, you just know that they left you high and dry, or they just, what do they call that? Ghosted you, right? And you don't know as to why. They know if they come back in, they're going to have to answer for that, right? Even though they don't want to, they kind of just want to come in, restart things off from kind of where you left off, that good point, right? We have the strength card here. Yeah, this person who's spying on you is building strength at the moment to come forward and kind of talk to you. They want to reach out to you. They want to, reconnect with you. But here we are. Look. Embarrassed. Yeah, that's what they are. They are embarrassed. They're embarrassed that they're going to have to admit that they messed up. They took some bad advice. They chased the wrong things, right? And they're going to have to deal with the facts. Okay? And that's going to make them embarrassed. And I feel like this person doesn't want that, right? Like this is a person who doesn't like to admit when they're wrong. Okay, they might have a hard time saying sorry. They might just have a hard time admitting to something that they actually did, right? And this is another reason why they don't. Gossip. And this is the gossip in the reverse. Right now, nothing is really being talked about right now. But if they come towards you, right, obviously this gossip is going to flip upward, right? Like everyone's going to be like, oh, well, I thought, Pal 2 did this to you, and Pal 2 did that to you, and Pal 2 was this, and Pal 2 was that. And now here you are chasing Pal 2. And why is that? It's because they're envy. They're jealous. Like I said earlier in the beginning of the reading, like your pockets weren't at the level that they're at right now. This could be why, right? Like you're doing more in life now than you were before. And now this person is jealous because they left you for a person who was at a higher point in life than you were. And now you're at that higher point. Okay. And they don't know when the right time is to approach you. They don't. That's why the timing is off. We have the time card here. The timing is off. They don't know when the right time to approach you for this type of interaction to take place. Okay? They could come directly to your home. We have the home card. They could come directly to your home. This doesn't necessarily have to be your home. This could be your workplace. This could just be a place that you go to often, right? It's just somewhere where you feel comfortable. They'll try and run into you there. Okay, because you'll kind of be already in your element as like feeling secure. So when they run into you, it's more of like all right, your wall should be down because you're in an element that you already know, right? Just so we have the revenge card following that, okay? What I feel with this revenge card is I feel like, this is kind of like karma in a sense, right? Where it's like you got your revenge by glowing up, okay? By working on yourself is how you got your revenge, right? And this is how they see you now. Look, the star. But you were always the star, okay? You just weren't at that point in time, right? Like you were building, you planted the seeds and you waited for them to grow. And look at you. Jolly as hell now, ain't you? Jolly is your card, okay? Living my life like it's golden. That's the song I just got in my head. Living my life like it's golden. Messages here from Spirit Guide Universe, whatever it is you believe in, right? We just call it major pain. We have the I don't want it. Okay, Spirit Guide Universe is saying don't take this person back. Spirit Guide Universe don't want it. They're telling you you don't want this either. Okay, so when this person reaches out with that invite, don't take that person back. Okay, and then we look right below that is stand your ground. Okay, you called out their BS, right? You saw their BS from a mile away. Okay, you knew that this was going to make them look like a fool. way before they did. Okay. And then we have the it's just water turd, and that's in the reverse. So Spirit Guide Universe is saying, it's what they did to you isn't just water. Okay. This ain't water under the bridge. We gonna talk about this, okay? Why we say that? Because the next card is show no mercy in the reverse. So Spirit Guide of the Universe is saying, like, we're gonna talk about it, but they want you to do it, what's the word I'm looking for? Civil, right? You don't have to be breaking out with car windows and keying up cars or anything like that. Spirit Guide Universe is saying have some mercy, control yourself, right? But don't allow this person back into your life without discussing the past events, right? Because I'm not saying that people can't change, but rarely do they ever, right? This has been your message. Actually, let's see, bottom of the deck before we leave here. Do you have morals? Yeah. Do we have morals? Spirit Guide Universe is asking this person, like I just said, right? Maybe that everything's on purpose, right? No coincidences here. Yeah, Spirit Guide Universe is saying, ask this person if they have morals. Like I just said, I'm not saying that people don't change. I do believe it is possible for people to change. But you have to now put them through this vetting process of, do you have morals? Okay, you do, what do you call that? What donation place was the last place you donated to? Okay, when's the last time you gave somebody something without getting something in return? When's the last time you did something for somebody without getting something in return? When's the last time you went out of your way to help somebody without getting something in return? Okay, Spirit Guide Universe is saying, ask the person these questions. These are the important questions, because these are the questions that's going to help you figure out how this person is going to treat you. Right? Because you don't know me, Jack from Jim, but I could take you out to a 5-star restaurant, pay for everything, and you would perceive me to be this very nice guy with a lot of money, and it could be all a lie, is what Spirit Guide Universe is saying. So do you have morals? Make sure you find out if this person has actually changed before you actually allow them back into your life, if that's something you want. The Spirit Guide Universe is saying, you don't want that. You don't want it. Move on. Keep it pushing. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more. Anyways, this has been your reading, pile number 2. Thanks for tuning into Hollywood Oracle. I'm Antonio, your reader, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Hold still! Can I use your finger for a second?
Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to Hollywood Oracle. I'm Antonio, your reader, and let's get into this. So, if you chose the Ego card here, I just got the I'm Blue song in my head. For those of you who don't know the song, it goes, yo, listen up, here's a story about a little guy that lived in a blue world, and all day and all things were everybody around. What is it? I know I messed that up, but pretty much it's a guy singing about how he's blue, right? I'm blue, da-da-dee-da-dum-die, da-da-dee-da-dum-die. Hopefully that resonates with this read, because I'm not sure why that came to me. With the Ego card in the reverse, the person who's spying on you, I'm feeling like this is a person who it's a person that got put in their place. It's kind of what I'm getting. I feel like it's a person who thought their ego, right, or their value was a lot higher than what it actually is. Okay? With the destination card, the person who's spying on you is like, yeah, they had a vision, they had a dream of where they were going to go, right? Obviously, they're going to go to the top, okay? With the opinion, though, here in the reverse, the person who's spying you, they feel like you didn't have a very high opinion of them, okay? Almost like you know the truth about them. And why they're spying on you is because they're seeing you more like the star than they are. Okay? I don't know why. This could be like pertaining to work. This could be pertaining to, just in general. Maybe it's social media, whatever the case is, right? But it's just somebody who thought that they were more important than you were. Okay? And they've noticed that like the opinion that they have about themselves isn't the opinion that everybody has about them. Okay, we have the rules card here in the reverse, and why that is because this person, the person who's spying on you, doesn't play by the rules. Okay, like the rules apply to everyone else but this person. This is the person that's spying on you. We have the exhausted card. Yeah, this person is exhausted, okay, from working on whatever it is that they're trying to work on. Okay, whatever dream that they're trying to chase, whatever destination that they're trying to hit. This is in the same row as that destination card. Okay, so like whatever they're working towards, they're exhausted from trying to make it happen for themselves. Okay, I feel like they have made some leaps and bounds, but it's like they haven't really made it big, if that makes sense, right? Like they probably could have had a lot of big sponsors. They probably could have had done a lot of shows or teamwork with a lot of people, but like their name still isn't really renowned as much as they would like it to be. Okay, this person isn't attractive. Okay, we have the attractive card in reverse. This person's not attractive. And I feel like this is one of the reasons why they spy on you, is because they find you to be attractive, right? They feel like your attraction is part of the reason as to why you have gotten to the places that are gotten into the doors that you've gotten into and the places that you are at. Okay, we have the realization for this person, and it's in the reverse. So this person like refuses to believe, right, that they are not the star. Is kind of what I'm getting, right? Like they won't come to the realization that they don't hold as much weight as they think that they do. Okay, it's almost like a perception that they are more important than what they actually are. And with that ego card in reverse, it's like you're helping. I don't want to say you're helping, but you're putting this person kind of in the realization that they aren't as important as they are, right? Like being around you or spying on you and what you're doing has made this person feel lower than you, because there could be just even one thing that you're doing that's better than what they're doing. And then I feel like this is a very insecure person, right? Where it's like if all the limelight isn't on them, then they feel like, they have to take out that person, or if they in that kind of sense, right? Where it's like all the limelight should be on me, and because some of it is on you, right? This could be a work scenario. Now this person feels like, their ego has kind of dropped because everyone is looking at you in a higher matter than they're looking at them, right? And then we have the noise card here in the reverse, which just kind of means like, yeah, they're like, the stuff that they're doing isn't making a lot of noise anymore, right? Where before it was kind of like, this person's so great, and this person helps me here and there, and this person does this, and this person does that, and blah, blah, blah. And then you kind of come on the scene, right? And it's like, pound number 3 can do the work of this person 10 times faster, or pound number 3 actually cares, and he lines up all this stuff, and it kind of just flows seamlessly. And so I kind of feel like you're getting like you're making noise and they aren't making noise. And this is why this person is spying on you, right? Because they're trying to figure out what it is you're doing that is getting people to like you and revere you so much, right? We have the news card here in the reverse. Yeah, they aren't news anymore, right? Like it kind of goes with that noise card. Like no one is reporting on them, okay? No one is saying, so-and-so made this. So-and-so made that. It's always pound number 3 made this. Did you see what pound number 3 did? Did you know that pound number 3 does this? Did you know that pound number 3 did that? And it's, in their spare time. excuse me, confirmation. Did you know that pile number 3, so I feel like the news and chitter chatter is mainly about you instead of this person. And this is why this person's kind of spying on you, keeping an eye on what you're actually doing. Then we have the iciness. Yeah, this person could possibly be giving you kind of like this cold shoulder, giving you this kind of like closed off kind of energy, right? And I feel like it doesn't only pertain to you, it pertains to anybody that talks positively about you. So it's like this person is kind of creating like a wall or a shell around themselves from anybody that sees you in a better or higher light than themselves, right? They're like, oh, well, this person irritates me. And it could be the nicest person in the world, but it's mainly because either this person has either talked to this person and told them about how much they like the things that you do, or noticed that your work or your drive or whatever the case is goes harder than this person. So now this person has created like an iciness, cold shoulder towards everyone, right? Because they're like, everyone sees pile number 3 as so great, but I'm way better than pile number 3 could ever be, right? Then we have haste. Yeah, this person, like, haste is in the same row as the star card. Okay, like this person is in a rush to get to whatever destination that they're headed towards, right? That they're not taking the time to realize like what's actually going on around them. Okay, and then we have the exhausted. Like, this is what's leaving them. They're exhausted because they're in such a rush to get to that destination, but they haven't even realized that like they're not making enough as much noise as they really think that they are. And then we have the regret card here in the upright. So I feel like this could be someone that you could have been close to at some point in time, okay? Or I feel like, and they're regretting kind of how they've treated you during this whole kind of interaction, or just over the last couple of months or years or whatever the case is. Or what I'm getting at is when this all, how to explain this? When this all kind of ends, right? They're going to regret a lot of their actions and a lot of how they treated you, right? Because they're going to finally get that realization that it wasn't really worth it. But until then, bottom of the deck, we have the spying card. This person's going to keep spying on you, right? And they're going to keep people's mouths shut about it, right? We have the guardian card, and he's kind of holding mouth. So I feel like this could be a boss, somebody that's over you, or just a boss in like maybe a different department or something of that sort. But it's like they don't want people to leak that they're actually spying on you, or ways to try to get rid of you, okay? And they could be giving you crumbs, okay, in the situation of like friendship or, things that you want or need to actually do your job. Okay, but I do feel like your ancestors ain't gonna let that happen. Okay, they I think your ancestors are definitely letting them know, like, go ahead and F around if you about to find out. You keep messing with my pile number 3. Some advice cards here from Spirit Guide Universe, whatever it is you believe in. We have the effing relax card, and that's in the reverse. Spirit Guide Universe is saying, don't let up on whatever it is you're doing or whatever you're trying to achieve. Okay, just keep going. Only one way forward, right? Just goes off of confirmation of what I just said. Like, keep going. Only one way forward. And it's in that same row as iciness, opinion, and attractive. So I feel like what Spirit Guide Universe is just saying to you is like, don't worry about people's opinions on you. Don't worry about how people look at you physically. Okay. And don't worry about the people who are kind of like, what do they call that? Gate guardians or anything like that. People who are kind of like giving you the cold shoulder, not allowing you to get past, whatever gate that they're guarding. Spirit Guide Universe saying there's only one way forward. As long as you keep working at it, you'll find other ways around this person. Or these people. Clean this up, and that's in the upright. Yeah, I feel like Spirit Guide Universe is just saying, like, you're the true star here, so act like it. Okay? Yeah. So it's like, just again, just keep doing what you're doing, but also excel at what you're doing. Don't let up, don't get comfortable. You know what I mean? Always stay kind of hungry in pursuit of whatever goal that you're trying to achieve. And then we have stand your ground, and that's in the reverse. Okay, Spirit Guide Universe is saying like, don't bend, don't break the rules, right? With this stand your ground and it being in the reverse, Spirit Guide Universe is saying know what battles to fight and what battles to call in sick for, right? Like pick and choose your battles. Don't fight every battle because every battle is not worth it. And then we have take a risk, and that's in the reverse. So I feel like Spirit Guide Universe is saying like if this person tries to kind of like bring you into what they're working on, or tries to like buddy up with you, it's because they're spying on you, and the best way to get to more information is to be buddy with you, or try to bring up conversations and actually of what they want the answers to, or maybe even like bring their significant other around you, or someone that you feel comfortable with that they have in their pocket, so that you'll talk to that person and they can report back to you. So Spirit Guide Universe is saying like, don't take the risk, don't fall into the traps. Okay, if you know somebody is closer to this person than they are to you and they come around asking questions, don't take the risk by letting them know or opening up to them, hoping that they'll follow suit with you. Okay, this has been your reading, pile number 3. Thanks for tuning in to Hollywood Oracle, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.